After I completed the custom grill and the radiator cover and cleaned up the underside of the hood, I decided to make a new hood molding, one that would be wider in the center. Following will be a short video summarizing how I made that. I've also got detailed videos on YouTube if you're interested. So I decided to make that a little bit wider than what I had originally. So I bent a new piece, put the 45 on it. And I got a mark here. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to make it a little bit more of a taper on the face for that hood molding. So now I'm using my bent shears here to cut it. I have a little scrap pile. I always try to throw all my scrap in a trash. Don't want it laying around so much. So now I got that cut. I'm just going to touch it up with that table sander before I roll it. So now I'll take it in and roll it with the bead roller. So I'll run a couple passes across that. I want my roll to go down this way, so I want to make sure I put it in the machine right. Okay, got a nice radius or a nice curve on that end as well. So I'll touch it up with my T dolly. Made it a little extra long because the edge it's hard to get that final little end. Sometimes it doesn't want to roll quite right. It gets curved or whatever. So I got this piece in, or just sitting on there. I use magnets a lot. Those will just come in real handy for this kind of stuff. So here's my other one. So I'll tweak that a little bit, cut the ends, get those two miters fitting. So I got it all tacked in place. Now I'm going to pull it off and finish welding it on the bench. So you can see I just put just enough to melt the edge together, and I did about an inch or so. I spread them apart. So I do one here, 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 and just kept moving back and forth across the panel, cooling it each time to keep it from warping. And you see it's still laying flat on my table there. So I'm going to take this out, sand this edge off, and then I'll flip it over and do the other side. Get most of it off there, so what I'm going to do is take it over and put it in my table sander and sand it nice and straight. got it really close. That edge is nice. I'll just finish it with a block sander and a DA. Just be patient and take your time. Don't try to get it all burned off right away. Go all the way across from one end to the other. Don't heat the panel up too much. Just slowly sand it down and you'll get really nice results if you do that. I've done 180, 240, 320. I just finished with 600 DA, and now I'm going to use 1500 grit wet. And I use glass cleaner. Works pretty good actually. You could use water. Some guys use WD-40. I'll take WD-40 and put across this when I'm done just to keep it from rusting until I get it sent out to chrome. Okay, I'm going to put it on the car and trim the edges and weld the caps on it. So I put the molding on. Put the fasteners in. I'm going to cut these edges and cap them and then finish polishing the molding, but that turned out pretty good. That miter looks really good, I think. I really like that miter. So the bottom of it, see it's got a lip that hangs over there. So that pushes right up against the bottom of the hood and finishes off nice. But I'll show you a problem here. When you do this, you gotta be really careful that you don't do that. My fastener was just a tad bit long, and now I got a problem. Guy said on Facebook once, you don't show any of your mistakes. There's a mistake right there. So how are we going to fix that? Take it off, get mad, throw it away, bend it up, take a hammer to it? Or do we try to gently persuade that out of there? Saying let's gently persuade it to start with and then take a hammer later if we can't get it out. So I'm gonna tap on that, work on that a little bit, try to get something in behind here and work that out. Hopefully I can work it out. I was just afraid that was going to happen. Yeah, so right there it is. And what I'm trying to do is get right on that side of it right there and turn it out and then tap on it. Back in there. Close. Getting really close. So that shows the high spot there. No, fix it anyway. You have to fix it. So I'm barely tapping on that. I'm getting real close. I think I'm getting it. Can you see it? Use a flat board. Don't gouge in there. What do you think? Getting it close? Feel like I'm talking to Mr. Wilson here. think I got it. Get my cap on there and polish that out a little bit and see what it looks like. So there you go. No dent. That dent was right here. So I'm going to put it on the car and then I'll show you what it looks like. I put the molding back in place. It's all bolted in place, and you can see this lip overhangs my hood filler, which keeps it nice and straight. The ends are finished. The hood molding is polished out and it's ready to be sent out to be chromed, along with the molding going around my face of my grill. That's all made out of sheet metal as well, and that's ready to be sent out to be chromed as well. I've got additional videos going into more detail as to how I made that. If you're interested, they're on my YouTube channel, and hopefully they could be helpful to you in your project.